Hello, welcome back to another fanfiction reading. Okay, so this fanfiction reading is on Animorphs. I love the TV series and the books when we were growing up, uh, and I always found it entertaining and everything. Um, Holy cow, this one, the very first one is long, so it's a lot longer than all the other things I've read. So, um, this one I'm just going to read a portion of. Okay, it has like 3 chapters and everything to it. Uh, but anyways, like most things, I'm going to be reading two uh, of the Animorphs fanfiction and everything. These are all by other people. They've done. The first one is called The Bond and is by Mousy. Uh, and don't forget that if you want me to read specific types of fan fiction, let me know in the comments below, and all that good stuff. And send me the link to it or just the title, and I'll search it on the page, fanfiction.net. And as usual, the 2 links for both of these stories will be in the description below. Okay, so the first one, The Bond. Chapter 1. My name is Jake. That's all I will tell you. I can't tell you anymore. You see, I did it. The Yerks would. You see, if I did, the Yerks would get me. What are Yerks? Yerks are alien parasites. They are evil, power-hungry aliens with their minds on a great prize, Earth. Or, more importantly, the people of Earth, us humans. What would they want with us? Yerks in their natural state are helpless, just slugs. They become dangerous when they are controlling another being. They slide through the ear canal, sinking into all the indentations and valleys of the brain. Okay. They interface with you, access your mind, invade your thoughts, your dreams, your goals, your most secret thoughts. Absolutely nothing is sacred to them. They spare you nothing. They play your thoughts back to you like a movie, like any insignificant dream you've had, any little fantasy. They show it to you and mock you. I know I've been a controller. Almost nothing can compare to that horror. My friends and I fight them. 5 human teenagers and 1 adolescent youth against an endless army of evil. We have only a weapon, the power to morph, to control or form, manipulate our DNA to that of any animal we can touch. Sometimes it seems like a small weapon, so meaningless, but I guess sometimes the smallest weapon can be the most powerful. The power was given to us by a dying adolescent prince. He knew he had no time left. I knew he was going to die, so he made one of his last actions of defiance against the Yerks, us. We were okay. Okay, we were walking home from the mall, cutting through, and this just sounds like it's repeating how the story was. Yeah. It's so confusing. How this is set up in writing that it's so condensed, like bam in your face, everything's written out, no space compared to a lot of the other stuff are. So I'm like, I'm totally going to mess this up reading. But the link is still in the description for you guys to read. Okay. Next one is called The Choice. Um, it's by Annie Rachel. Annie Rachel. Okay. My name is Tobias. Yeah, I know. You're expecting me to explain the Animorphs and the problems that are at stake. I'm sure you expect me to tell you how dangerous the Yerks are and how humans are in danger, and how the Animorphs, 6 being called Jake, Cassie, Margaret, Rachel, Axe, and me, are trying to save the Earth from the Yerks. If you want to learn more about us, go read the first book. Anyway, it was a couple of days ago that the Animorphs had saved the two Bajar Bahar that was free from the Yeerks. We took them to a safe, beautiful field so they could live hidden from the Yeerks and live peaceful life. It was also during this mission that I received a gift from the Elnist. He gave me an old morphine power back. Plus, he let me acquire my human DNA, so now I'm still a hawk. But I can morph now, especially to my old human body. Okay, you're probably wondering why I'm a hawk and how I could talk anyways. I'm a Nothlet, a person that was in a morph for too long. See, there's a limit for staying in a morph, and it's only 2 hours. If you stay in a morph for longer than 2 hours, you'll end up what I am, an animal with human brain forever. It's not that bad, really. I can fly whenever I want, and plus I have my morphine powers. But I really miss being an actual human. I miss everything about it, being able to go to school, to eat pizza, or to even see a movie. I could be an actual human if I wanted to, but have to give up my morphine powers. And I wanted to be able to help to the other Animorphs. But I still really miss being a human, even though I was constantly picked on at school, and the remaining family I had, my mom, and dad were dead, and my aunts and uncles, and didn't care about me. I remember feeling lost until I received my morphine powers with my 4 other friends. Okay. I knew I wasn't going to get any sleep until I talked about my problems with somebody. Rachel quickly came to mind. She's kind of close to me, and she's a great friend to talk to when I have lots of worries. I took off from my favorite perch in a tree in the field I live in, and I flew to Rachel's window. I looked in, and she was talking to her younger sister, Jordan, so I couldn't go in. But I didn't want her to see me and to push her sister out of the door, because she probably didn't have a lot of time with her alone, because we were always out completing some mission. All my friends miss their siblings and parents too, and I had no one to miss. So anyway, I sat in the maple tree by her window and thought. Just this afternoon, Rachel was named a Pact Foundation Outstanding Student at school. Normally, I wouldn't have seen her receive it, but because a hawk at school would have looked a little strange. But I just had gotten back into my morphine powers and my ability to morph in my human self. So I just couldn't miss her receiving her award. So without telling the others, they didn't know yet that I could morph my old human self. I flew to my old school, then demorphed and morphed to me, Tobias. Then I sneaked into the gym and stayed in the back. I had gotten to the ceremony a little late, so the only thing I got to see was the 5 students that were receiving the Pact Foundation Outstanding Student Award file off of the bleachers and joined the home classes. Rachel was the last one in the line, and she almost missed me. But when she saw me, she completely stopped and her eyes got really wide. Tobias, is that you? Yeah, I'll explain later, I told her with a half smile. Finally, she had to leave me to join her homeroom, but she kept her eyes on me until she joined them, and she seemed to have focused herself sadly to shift her vision away from me. I think I even saw her pinch her arm to see if she was awake. I looked back into Rachel's room to see if Jordan had left yet, and I saw that Rachel was all alone, reading a book. Perfect. I flew to the window and quickly beat my wings on the window. I asked. She looked at me and slightly nodded her head. At first, she went to her door and locked it. She then finally came to the window and pulled it open. I flew in quickly and landed on her bed, and before she could say anything, I morphed in my human form. I could see a smile forming on Rachel's face. Tobias, she whispered exactly and hugged me kind of quickly. Rachel isn't really sentimental, but she hugged me again, this time a little bit longer. Wow, she exclaimed. So the elements really did let you become you, Tobias again. Wow, and he even let you keep your morphing powers too. Her voice trailed off because she saw me give her a half frown. What's wrong, Tobias? She asked me. I'd be the happiest person in the world at the moment if I were in your shoes. No, you don't understand, I replied sadly. I was giving my morphing powers back, but I'm still a hawk. It's only the elements that let me acquire my own DNA so I can morph me, Tobias. Uh, I saw her tear in Rachel's eyes, okay. I saw a tear in Rachel's eye, but she's what, I think you're supposed to say, but she saw it, she swiped it away so I wouldn't see. So really not human, you're still a hawk? Rachel asked in a shaky voice. Yeah, I said with tears also forming in my eyes. I didn't try to wipe them away. She sat down on her big bed and motioned me to do the same, which I did. I have to talk to you. I feel so worried, I told Rachel sadly. I don't know what to do. I have no choice. I can't stay a hawk and I'll keep my morphine powers. I can stay a hawk and I'll keep my morphine powers, and I can help you guys in missions. But I miss myself, Tobias, so much. I could be an actual human if I wanted to, but I have to stay in my human morph for 2 hours, and I'll lose my morphine powers. So I'll be no help to the Animorphs. I just don't know. I ended in a shaky voice. Rachel just stared at me for a couple of seconds. Then she placed her hands on my shoulders and faced me. Look, Tobias, it's your decision. She said, trying to keep a straight face. The Animorphs will accept whatever you choose. So follow your heart. I stared out the window and looked into the dark, starry night. Starry? You mean starry? If I decide to return to human, I'll never be able to fly through the skies again, or be able to morph. Which was better? Which was better, being a human or a hawk? Or was it a good idea to give up my morphing powers? I didn't seem to know the answers. But suddenly I knew what I had to do. Rachel, I can't give up my morphing powers and not help save Earth from the Yerks, I said in a slow and thoughtful voice. For the human race, I'll stay a hawk until this fierce battle is done. Then, when the Animorphs come to help us win the war, I'll return to human to hopefully live a normal life. Rachel watched me in her corner. That is a very respectful choice, she said with a shaky voice. She put her arm around my shoulders. Soon, the Animorphs will come, she told me, as we looked out to the million stars and that dotted the sky. Okay, and this story comes after number 13, the book 13. So, okay. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to press the subscribe button right over here. Yeah, right here, and then check out whatever video is right here. Okay, check that video out. Okay. Leave me a comment what you think of Animorphs, and did you ever read the Animorphs books growing up or now, all at once? I have a few of them, not too many, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the shows and everything, but leave me a comment, like, share, subscribe if you haven't. Till next time, peace.